My name is Alice Bull, and I run the membership group at scraphappy.org. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this happy at home session. If you're catching the replay, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm seeing some positive responses, some thumbs up and likes or hearts or whatever is YouTube doing nowadays. But thank you so much. It's really kind, and I really appreciate that. Today, we are going to dive into something that I've kind of been putting off. Let's be real. I've been putting this one off. Vicky says, hello, everyone. Hello, Alice. What do you have for us today? I can't wait. Before we dive into today, I just want to talk about what we did yesterday. I had the best time. It was using a design from Nicole Nawasad that I had done in a class from hers in the fall, and I loved it. It was kind of like you cut a hole in the middle of your page and then you layer fun stuff in behind it. I kind of adapted that to make it a little bit different. We played with the amazing Vicky Booten Color Story collection, and I made this fabulous page that I can't wait to turn it into an actual scrapbook page. I did a little bit of fringe scissor cutting, and it just turned out so cute. I'm so loving this. Gina says, I ordered my Vicky stuff today. I'm so happy. I know, it was amazing. This paper, she knocked it out of the park. Okay. And here, this is what I did with the center part that I cut out. I can't wait to make a page into this one. I love doing these little sketchy circles around a shape or around some journaling or something. I just love that effect. So these are the two backgrounds that I put together yesterday. And today we're going to be spinning off a little bit from this. We're not going to be playing with the Vicky paper, although we're not stopped from including that in today, but we're going to use something that does not get enough love in my scrapbook room. So I bet you're curious. You're like, what is it? What is it? You may notice that my background has shifted a little bit. There is something missing from the background. My big drawer of washi tape. So we are going to tackle washi tape. We're going to make some of the coolest washi tape backgrounds today. We are going to cross our fingers and hope that the washi tape actually peels off the rolls, because that can be a thing. And I think most of us have a little or a lot of washi tape in our stash. So this can be the perfect thing to help you realize, yeah, washi tape really is awesome. Washi tape really is cool, and we should really do something fun with washi tape because I have a lot of it. So let me know in the comments, do you have washi tape? Do you like washi tape? Did you buy washi tape and then never really used a lot of it? That'd be like me. So it almost became prettier to collect than more fun to use. But today we're going to use it. I have done a little bit of research and found some fabulous inspiration for ways that I can use washi tape. And I think that you might enjoy this, especially if you have a little in your stash. Now, one of the things that's really cool is that if you're not into washi tape and you don't have a bunch of it in your stash, a lot of these techniques that we're going to see today, you can actually do with strips of paper. So don't feel that you're like, oh, I don't have any washi tape, I gotta do this. You totally can. So you can either cut your own little thin strips of pattern paper and do most of this stuff, not all of it, but most of it. And you should be able to also Debbie says, I have a lot. I keep on buying it. I almost never use it. So yeah, this is perfect. Orchard Girl says, yes, I never have the one I need somehow. Vicky says, I like it and I have a lot. Yay. Chrissy says, I have a modest amount. That's pretty good. Diane says, ooh, I like washi tape, but I don't use it much, mostly for traveler's notebooks. So today we dig into washi tape. I think that I didn't grab my little string that I wanted to bring. I thought it was here, actually. I thought it was still on my desk, but I think I actually put something away. So shocking. Let's talk about fun ways that we can use washi tape, and then we're going to create some fun backgrounds. So really obvious ones that I think of, like, you know, creating like a little, almost like a ribbon border across a page. It's been done. I've done it lots. It's not like the most creative and inventive way, so we're not even going to go there today. Using lots of strips across a background is a really fun way. We are going to do that because I've seen a couple of things in that style that I think are a little bit fun. I have also covered a large amount of paper and then run that through my die cut machine to make things like flowers and stuff. We could potentially play with that today, but I think we'll have other things that are a little bit more fun and prettier. Like, that effect is okay if you don't mind having like stripy flowers, but I don't know, stripy flowers, is that really a thing? It's not something that I love. You know, you could do other shapes like circles and stuff too, so that's fine. Backgrounds, I think, are the best. Using them as little tabs on things. I'll tell you, like, with my my stamping platform, I take a little bit of washi tape and I stick it onto the little magnet so that I can pick them up off of the thing. These little magnets, nightmare to pick up with your fingers. So definitely wrap a little bit of washi tape around it, and that makes them a lot easier to pick up. So I know that's not like actually getting it into your scrapbook, but I think it's very helpful. Banners and flags, I think, are beautiful things that you can do with them. So I would like to do a little banner. I may have to go and grab that's, I can't believe I put it away. That's amazing. Yeah, and yeah, over time it can go bad. So Vicky says that she saw a video, if you don't use it over time it'll go bad. We may pull out some rolls today that just don't work. It happens. It happens. I haven't used it. Chrissy said some of her favorites were from Tim Holtz, black and white ones, but over time the white has yellowed. Can happen, especially depending on what they're actually using for their glues. Some of that stuff, not always the best. And I'm not saying that about like the Tim Holtz, like maybe his stuff was okay, maybe it's not the glue, maybe it was something else, but sometimes it's the glue. And some washi tape doesn't stick very well. Let's be real, some of it sticks better than others. I think for today we'll have a lot of fun with it. We're gonna make some backgrounds. I'd like to make a few backgrounds. So let me grab that little string. Let me grab the string. Sorry, I thought I had everything. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, so first off, I love making little banners. Some people call them bunting. Whatever you're calling it, it's super cute. So I think we should start by making a little row of it, and then we can see just how easy it is. So how about if we switch this view? It's gonna work today. I love that. Thank you very much, camera. And we're gonna pull. So this is my washi drawer. I just brought it over here today. It is like a work of art, like all filled up with all the beautiful color drawers. Like how lovely this is, right? I got my black and whites, and I've got my golds up top. Well, you can see the golds, so I don't have to open those, but you can kind of see a little bit of the color as we look at how lovely this is. So I'll just open them up a little bit so we get a pretty view of just how gorgeous the washi tape can be. And then we'll use some of it, right? We'll use some of it today. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a piece of baker's twine. Any kind of like little twiny ribbon or something like that is fine. I'm gonna just pull a piece of this and just we'll trim this off and just make some little buntings. That's, you see how bad those scissors cut? Yeah, time to replace scissors. I have better ones somewhere, so I'll have to try to find those apparently. So when I'm making a look at your color coordination. No. Lindsay says I usually glue the ends of my washi when I stick it down, and if a roll doesn't pull easily or tears all wonky in little bits, I throw it away. Not worth my effort. Honey, we are on the same wavelength. Like, I 100% agree. So I think lots of times you can get packets of washi tape that kind of all match. Like here's one that I had just in the back of this drawer, and these kind of all match. They're part of a collection. This is from Recollections. It's a washi tape set from Michael's. So, you know, sometimes those are beautiful. So I'm gonna just pull these out and use that same collection for this because they all match and I don't have to do any of the thinking of color coordinating. Isn't that handy? And when you're doing these, I'll have to say the Recollections tape has been pretty good in my opinion for the most part. I haven't had too many issues with it. So I'm just gonna tear off little pieces, and then it's a matter of just wrapping it around this back onto itself. So just taping it back to itself. Am I coordinated enough to do this? I sure hope so. Otherwise today's gonna be hard. So I'm gonna do it like vertical because I think that'll be a little easier for me. Some washi tapes are great with words. Some don't have words. Some just have patterns. Some are just, you know, color. It doesn't really matter what you choose. This one has words. I'm not even caring. I'm just using it kind of like as a little color thing. We're not going to be paying attention to that. I'm going to try to space these somewhat regularly, but I'm not even going to worry too much if I don't space them exactly regular. I think it'll be okay. So creating a little bunting or banner like this. Do you call it a bunting or a banner? Please, like, weigh in. I didn't say Alice. It's definitely called this. The first ones I ever had wouldn't stick. I couldn't figure out why everyone was so enamored with washi. Yeah, sticking is important. Yeah, if you buy them and they don't work and you're like, yeah, that could definitely be a problem. Also interesting things about washi tape is that they come in different widths, right? So this one here is actually a lot narrower than some of the other ones. That's perfectly okay. Isn't this collection pretty? Like it has some kind of like cool design in the background. Isn't that pretty? Banner. Thank you. Diane says bunting. I know. I don't think I actually knew the word bunting for the longest time. Like it's not something that it wasn't a word I even knew. I don't know. Maybe the trip down to Grapevine. They definitely had like all of the 4th of July Day bunting stuff when we were down there for our Scrap Happy reunion down there, and then maybe that was like my introduction to the word bunting, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, you can see, and you don't have to do like a huge banner depending on what your like how far you're going across your page. If it's going to go all the way across, obviously you'll do more. If it's not going all the way across and you're just kind of doing a corner of a page or across a corner of a photo or something, just hanging it from there can be super cute. This part's sticking down. So obviously this doesn't look like a banner yet. We're gonna get there. Won't be too long. Ooh, this purple. Ooh, look at how pretty it is. It has little gold flecks in it. So banners are like pretty simple. You can see that so far this is going pretty well. I also like to do this on a toothpick. So you can make like a little flag for a toothpick, and that's an adorable little embellishment that you can add if you don't like adding chunky stuff like a piece of wood or something to your page. I don't know why. Like we have wood veneers and stuff like that, right? So we know that that's all fun. But if you don't like adding that, you can use something like thinner, or you can just make like a little faux flag as well. So far, so good. This tape is holding up good. Like it's peeling off super nice. It's sticking good. not having any big concerns at this point. So far, we're having some success with this washi tape. Congratulations, Recollections. You got us off to a good start. Now, I will say that Recollections isn't always my favorite products. I don't really like the paper when they make that little thin paper. I'm like, nah, it's not what I want. That's not what I want to scrapbook with. But, you know, this seems good. I don't know if I've used all the colors. I think there's like a thin blue one that I haven't used yet, but I'm using this pink one again. It also has some gold on it. Oh. So, anybody know? Yeah, pretty purple. Anybody know why it's called washi tape? So, apparently, and then don't quote me if I'm wrong. Just be like, Alice, by the way, that's not true. Paper tape. It just means paper tape in Japanese. That's what I heard. So if I'm wrong, correct me. Go ahead. But yeah, as you can see, it's super easy to work with as long as you can get it off the roll and it peels off like it's supposed to. Tearing it, ripping it, working with it, pretty simple. And then there we go. So I'll make this the last one. That should be fine. If it turns out I need an extra one on there when I'm doing the layout, it's not hard to add an extra one. Oh, and that's the one that I messed up. So one of the things about the washi tape, it's not super sticky. So even here, I can pull these two apart because I really didn't line it up good. And I was able to pull those apart so that I can line it up a little bit better to stick it. Okay, so that looks a little like a banner. You could leave it with the little chunky ends like that. That would be fine. But I'm actually going to go in with my scissors. Ooh, to have better. Oh yeah, I've got some better ones here. I'm going to go in with my scissors and make more like little banner ends. So I'm going to cut them flat, and then I'm going to cut up from the center and then in from the corner and in from the corner to make my little banner ends. Y'all know that trick? Do you know that trick? If you don't, here, let's we'll bring you down for a sec. See, that one's not lined up very perfect either. It's okay. We're gonna go in from the center. Let me bring it up. Can we see? Perfect. In from the center, and then in from the corner, and in from the corner to make those lovely little flag ends. So I'll just continue this across this little banner and it will be adorable. And then we're going to talk about some fun ways to use these on layouts and how to build some cool backgrounds. Because I have a load challenge coming up. We are going to be scrapbooking every day in May, inspired by the Golden Girls. I'm so excited. And I'm going to need some nice, fun backgrounds. And when I'm scrapbooking every day, let me say, like, I'm not necessarily in my most creative zone, but it's going to be good. So Christy says, I knew that was going to be cute. What do people even do with that thin paper, right? Maybe layers on cards? Because she says, I like my layers to be substantial. Agreed. The thin layers, I'm not really, like, I guess for layering it would be okay. But I love, like, paper that has some substance to it. Oh, that is my thing. Love it. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. And almost done to the end here. Is there a trick for nice looking triangles? Yeah, so if you want your little ends to be nice and even, cutting in from the center, and then when you're cutting in from the corner to that center and in from the corner to that center, because you've started with a center point, you get those nice little triangle effects. I think that's a good thing for doing these to make them look really consistent. It's going to be a little different when you have different widths of them, and depending on how far you slice up will change the angle of your little corners. So it's about kind of creating a balance between how wide the tape is. Okay, so we've got all of those little ends trimmed off. So my counter is covered in little bits here. Let's see if I can scoop some of those up so that they're not in the way. And then we have this fabulous little bunting or banner to go onto a page. Now, I've seen really cute layouts where people make several of these and they like run them all across the page, and that is super adorable. We're not going to do that today because I want to like make other things other than little washi tape banners. But there we go. Like, cool little thing number one. Super cute. All the colors work together because they were designed together. Obviously, we don't always have ones that are designed to work together. There's a lot of washi tape in here. But if you have that, then that's an easy cheat for your page. Easy cheat. So push those back into there. And I know, like, where did I pull those out of? Here we go. It's tough when you're organizing the different washi tapes because sometimes you have some that are supposed to work together, but they're in different colors. And you really have to try to figure out, like, do you want to keep them in different color families or do you want to keep them as a set? If they're from a set, I tend to keep them as a set. And for me, that works because I'll end up using multiple of them together. So, if you don't like the way they're sitting, like some of them, the way I've rolled them around the thing, you can always just kind of tape them down a little bit when you add them to a layout. Okay, I'm going to set those up on top of the box so I don't lose them. Next, we're going to look at, creating the same, like you can do the same thing with the little flags. I don't know that I have my toothpicks. It's funny, I had toothpicks up here recently. My husband was using them to clean out my typewriter. Yeah. Oh, a banner. It looks good. Thank you, Scrappy Adam. Welcome. Welcome. We are creating with washi tape today. So I'm going to be going through, when we come across bad washi tape, it's going to hit the ditch. But our next one that we're going to do is like super, super simple. So super simple, but we're going to pull out a few different colors. And I think this one will do just all different shades of the same color. So let's just go into the blue teal section here. I'd like to pull a few different shades of the blue teal, and hopefully these will all work. Like I've said, they may not. They don't always. I got some super, super thin ones, but I think that might be a little bit thin for what I'm doing here. My gosh, so many of these are like the same shade. Hilarious. I have no idea which companies these are all from, by the way. It's a collection that grew over time. Also in here, I do have some paper, like some tapes that kind of get sold with washi tape, but they're not actually washi tape. They have like a peel off sticker, but I think that it's fair to put those in here. I also have a little bit of glitter tape in here, so that might be included too. Okay, so this is way too many, but I'm sure that some of them aren't going to work, so that's just the nature of these. And I'm going to be taking them, I'm going to be putting like little strips down from the top. So recently we did the layout where we stamped all the flowers with Sarah last Friday, and then we dripped the ink down. This is going to be almost like a little flashback to that effect, but it's just going to be little strips that are kind of like dripping down the page a little bit. So that is the plan here, and I'm just going to start seeing if we can get into these washi tapes and start dripping them. When I do something like this, I will usually run it over the backside of the page. So, and I would like them to be somewhat straight-ish, somewhat, you know, they don't have to be perfectly straight, but straight-ish. And you can choose whether you want them to be like a torn end or a, see, that's not even straight, so I'm gonna peel it off, see if I can make it a little bit straighter. That's better. Yeah, I just wrap them over the top, and for me that's good enough, right? Like to include them. Oh yay, Deborah's listening in from work. Okay, shh, she's listening in from work. uh Misty says, oh, here's a great tip. She says, I use a permanent marker to write the manufacturer's name inside the roll. How good is that? Okay, so I'm going to run these down. I might go back and add like another little thin one along the side there. At this point, I'm not worried about that yet, but here, let's try this one. Let's see. I missed a comment here. Adam says, I love your washi tape storage. I have tons and it's just in a few drawers. These look great to see what you've got. I got these. They are from oh, that company. It starts with a D. And they make a lot of different scrapbook and storage solutions. I'm really stuck on the name. Actually, I don't know if it's actually their brand. I may have ended up getting the Michaels version. So yeah, there was a few. They came out at Creativation a couple of years. Deflecto, that's the name that I'm looking for. They came out at Creativation with these acrylic boxes a couple of years ago, and then I saw a bunch of different brands kind of get in on the action. They're like, oh, people really like this, and they're spending all their money on it, so let's make those. So Scrapbook.com has a version of them. These ones were from Michaels. I'm pretty sure Deflecto still makes theirs. Is this gonna come off of here? Seriously? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be this hard. Why? It's like a roll that has no end, or at least not an end. Ah, there we go. Okay, found it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this one actually is like a washi tape. I'm curious. Maybe it would be easier if I make them like this. And ooh, sparkly stuff. I'm all over this. It's shiny and so pretty. And then I'm gonna take another color. Misty, yeah. So putting the using a permanent marker to write the manufacturer name inside the roll, that's a really good tip. I will say, like, I've got some from really good companies and then the rolls fail, and I've got some from companies that I wouldn't expect them to be great and then they're fantastic. So it tends to be pretty hit and miss. This one may or may not be pulling off of here. If it starts shredding, now let's talk about that. If you have one that just doesn't pull off nice, but you're dying to use it, one of the things that I found is sometimes the outside layers of the roll get a little dried up, but the inside can still be good. So if you're willing to kind of sacrifice it, or, you know, instead of try to battle it out, one thing that you can do is take an X-Acto knife or like one side of a pair of scissors and cut into it a few layers. So you're going to peel off like a thick outer layer, kind of like peeling off, what's that cheese that comes in the little red things, you know, when the Baby Bell cheese or whatever, when you get those, it's almost like peeling off a thick outer layer, and then you can get to the inside, and sometimes it'll still work. So that is like about the only thing that I know to maybe rescue a washi tape that you're kind of really excited to use. That does work sometimes. Sometimes it just still doesn't. It's like, okay, ditch it. It's just not worth the fight. But, you know, you buy them because they're cute, right? And when they don't work, it's like, seriously? Okay. That little start piece was a mess. I thought this one wasn't going to work, actually. It kind of had that dry feel to it, but I got it started and it seems to be going good. I just love all of the different types and styles and designs. And is this one too blue? No. looks fine. Well, this one's actually like a washi too. It's like a metallic. Oh no, it's not. See, it's like the tape kind, like I was saying. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a little piece like that, and then we're gonna peel this off of here. So I'm curious to know if this is gonna stick really well. But yeah, so I'm creating this little drip look, and it's gonna be like this so that I can create a layout down here on the page. That's the effect that we're going for on this one. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm excited. Ooh. A banner, how pretty is, yeah, so the triangles, let's see, yeah, Michael's, I know, some of them so fun. I know, I think I did get this one. Dutra says, I think you got this one, that set from Michael's when we were together, probably. I've done some good shopping when I'm with my Scrap Happy sisters. I've had some good shopping trips, I will say. What was really fun was when I went down to the US and I had the chance to go to Hobby Lobby and to, oh shoot, Joanne, because we don't have those here. so that's extra fun for me to get to play in those other stores that I don't normally get to shop at. Ooh, this one has little polka dots. Ooh, this is so cute. I think I'm going to take this thin one here. It kind of has a straight end on it. I'm going to peel that off first. And I'm going to actually add that to the edge because I feel that, whoa, it tore. Eesh. Not fair. Don't do this. You're so darn cute. I don't want to have to deal with that. Look at the little tiny polka dots on it though. Yeah, that's cute. Tuesday morning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tuesday morning. You guys don't know how lucky you are. Although I heard that you're not quite as lucky in a lot of places because I heard that a lot of Tuesday mornings closed. So I was very sad for you and sad for me for my next shopping trip. See this cute little effect? I think I need a little bit more bluey shades because of this one here. So let's pull out a couple that are a little more in the blue. This end got a little bit messed, so I'm just going to tear part of that off. So I will say that when I got these new drawers, I did go through and I tested some of the washi tape. I didn't test all of them, but I tested some of them. And anytime I do pull them out to use them, I toss the ones that just do badly. Vicky says, I love Hobby Lobby and Tuesday morning. Yeah. Yeah, such fun places. So I've got hearts going that way. I don't know if I want to make them go this way too. Is that weird? If I want them kind of all to face the same way, I think that's okay. So we'll make them go that way. And once we have this, ooh, we're getting close to the end of this part here, but this makes a little fun design here. I will say I saw another fun design that's a version of this where you just make a little border going up a page. This one actually would work really nice as a border too. So it can either be a vertical piece or a horizontal piece. Another thing I saw is just using the strips of washi but alternating the lengths going down a side so that you kind of have like a little edge border, and that can be adorable. So there are a lot of fun ways to, oh, see, I love this one, so I'm trying to use it again. This one here has like flowers and stuff on it. Yay, very cooperative. That was nice. Some paint technique. Ooh, let's bring some more of this shiny, shiny, shiny. get that on here. Lindsay says, I miss Hobby Lobby. Wow. And when I get the Joanne emails, I think, am I ever going to get to go again? I know. I feel you, hon. I feel you. So let's bring that one here. And you'll see I'm like not being really consistent. Some short, some long. I think that's fun. This one has the word love in it, so it kind of matches this heart one. That came as, if it didn't come as a duo, I bought them as a duo, even if they didn't come like that. So let me see if I can use this one on here as well. Oh, this one's like all sticky. Do you see this? I'm going to peel some of that stuff off there because that's like just a bit of a mess. So it's like, it doesn't come off looking normal. I just don't trust it. Okay, so I'm going to tear this at the end of the word love because why not, right? That tore like a little extra crazy. And then I'm going to put this one on here. So it says love on there twice. I think that's cute. Yeah, we're going to keep that for sure. And it's another wide one. Let's put another narrow. Ooh, yeah, let's put more of this little shiny stuff in here. Little narrow one. And I've got another wider one here, and then we're almost done. So I'd love to know, this weekend, International Scrapbook Day, has anybody seen some good deals? Let us know in the comments. Enabler alert. Enabler alert. Vicky says, my second summer in Canada, I found the nearest Michael's. It's a few towns away, so I don't go often. Yeah, for me to go to Michael's is a 2-hour trip. And so usually we're going to Costco or some other place, and then we can tack on a little trip to Michael's. Or, you know, honestly, in the last while, I just haven't been that excited. So I barely ever fit the Michael's stuff in anymore. It's just like, just not that excited. Let's see. This blue. I need another one that's a little on the thin side. But I think I need one that's a little more blue. Maybe I'll use that shiny blue. It's pretty narrow. And yeah, that'll bring in a little bit more of that. Cool. Okay, well, this is good. Not all Joann's are equal. They don't have the good paper at my local one. Yeah. I had to order for pickup in another state. My bestie picked it up for me. Like, it's sad. I'm sad to hear that for you because, like, you know, you should at least be able to have, like, a good Joann. Okay, that's not a lot of space. This is kind of a little bit too wide. Not really sure about this. And then if I cover the edge, I'm not going to be happy with that. Let me just set this down. I don't know. Maybe we'll find a spot for it later, but I'm feeling that that's not the right choice. I'm going to go back to this little polka dot one because it's just so adorable. Bookend this with the polka dots, and we'll call that good. Okay, so here we have a couple of fun ideas represented in this. I'm thinking of using it vertically, but I'm also thinking of using it sideways. Let's stick those ends down. If they don't stick down, I do go in and just add a little bit of extra glue underneath them. I figured I've used thickers for a million years. They don't stick to anything, and still I figure out how to make them stick. So, you know, is this really any worse? Not really. Okay, let's just stuff these back in here, and we can go on to another fun idea for washi tape. The next one we'll do something with more colors or a different color palette, right? It's all about playing with the colors. Ooh, too many nice things, and pop that in there. Okay, Okay, so this is lovely. That's another layout background ready to go. If I was making this during a load, like, could I sit there and do that? Yes, but if I need just a quick layout, now I can just grab this paper, add my photo, add my title, add my little bit of journaling, a couple little embellishments. That'll be done. And it's like a super fun background that looks like I put all that time at that point into this. So I love both of these ideas. Thank you. So we've made our cute little banner. We've made our cute little section. So you can like either use it as like a drip down and have your photo on here, maybe a couple of photos, all good. And, you know, create your layout like this, turn it sideways, have your photo, you know, create it sideways. So both options are good. Also, you can take this instead of running all of this stuff off of the edge. If you didn't want to do that, you can just create a little strip with different lengths along here. So this kind of represents all three of those fun ideas. Okay, next, where's the paper? That's not the paper. I have a whole stack of it right here. Right here. Okay. I wasn't excited about the sale, but someone might be. Ooh, Pink Fresh full-size ink pads at 30%. I've been wanting to try their ink, so that might be my time. Diane says mine is really small, hardly anything good. 2 hours to visit family and their Joanne's. Okay, so the next one, so I've got this idea. So we've all seen the ones where you go across the whole page, right? So I think that's like a given. If I had time to do that, I would totally do that. But I saw one that is so cool. I think we just have to do it. We just have to do it. So I need a circle to kind of put in the middle of my page to kind of keep a spot. How about if... Is that too big? No, I think that'll be good. Okay, so I have this massive punch that I love. I think it's brilliant. And I'm going to cut a piece of paper. And I'm going to put that here. So that's going to be a placeholder. This is a 3.5-inch punch. If you've ever wanted to cut a circle out of a photo, this is like your very best friend. I stick the photo in upside down. I can place it, cut a circle. I'm not opposed to cutting photos into circles. All the other shapes, maybe not so much, but circles I think are fun for everything. So that punch is amazing. It is also a recollections. And it cost kind of a lot of money, but I was able to get it with money that my brothers gave me. They gave me a gift certificate to Michael's for my birthday one year. I was like, that's like a super awesome gift, because I went and I bought stuff that I wouldn't have bought for myself otherwise, and this punch was one of them. Okay, so I'm going to place this right here. I know it's a little hard to see, but I could have cut it with another color, I guess. And I'm going to tack it down with... Here, I've got mint tape handy. So this idea was brilliant. I don't know exactly who made the page. I saw it on Instagram. I took some pictures, so let me have a look and see if I can find... scrappingwithchristine.blogspot.com. Her page is pretty brilliant. I'm going to show you what she got up to, let me tell you. So we're going to go into my yellows and maybe oranges as well. And I'm going to pick a couple of different yellows and oranges. But not, I don't think I'm going to need too many. I'll put a few of them here, but I think that one's too bright. So we're gonna make a sunshine. Like, this is so cool. So she took her washi tape and she made a sunshine that came off the page. Now, I'm thinking maybe what I should do is draw a circle here. I'm just gonna lift the edge and kind of tuck my my pencil underneath here, just a little bit around the edge. So now I can pull that off of here and I have my circle, and I'm gonna run from underneath that circle out in like this radiating sunshine effect to make, I think, what will be a beautiful, beautiful page. I might need more orange. I think I'm gonna need some more orange. Okay, so that is the plan for this one. I love pages that have sunshines. I think that's it's possibly like one of my more fun like theme motifs that I like to use. Some of these are going to wrap around and some of them I'll just kind of probably run out. That's what she did on this layout. Oh, can I show it? I can hold it up here. It's just too cute. I want to try to recreate this and I will give her credit. Hold on a second. Here, let me hold it here. There we go. So scrappingwithchristine.blogspot.com. We are borrowing her idea because it is beautiful. I think that's lovely. So I'm going to create a layout like Christine's. So, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So different motifs that I think sunshines, like it can be like about good things or bad things, honestly. Like, you know, if you like bring some clouds in with your sunshine, it's about having a different perspective. If you you know, bring in like you can use sunshines on like a birthday page or something. I don't know. They're just happy. It's like rainbows, right? We just love rainbows so much. And I think that this is a great kind of parallel to rainbow stuff. The evil torn washi tape. So let's see if we can get this created and how. This one might not work. That's like two fails so far. Can I convince it? It's really cute. It's a beautiful little chevron, a little yellow and white chevron. Come on, just cooperate. No, it's not cooperating. It keeps tearing. I will try one last time, and then we're going to try the cutting technique and see if we can convince it to do the thing. So let's convince it. Come on. Yeah, it's so not going. Okay, so I'll show you what I do when I have one that I'd really like to use and it just doesn't work. How cool. I'm going to washi lift all your ideas. So yeah, I totally borrow other people's ideas too. I think that's one of the great things about us all sharing our stuff is that we can get lots of inspiration. I do try to give credit where I see it. This idea was definitely not mine. Debbie says, I've been making some base pages to get ready for a load. So I've cut down a few layers into this washi tape, and now it's just a matter of peeling back those layers so that I can take off a wider strip. And I might have to peel like a little bit more once I get this initial wide strip off, because, you know, it might have cut a little bit deeper. But it definitely seems to be something that can rescue some washi tape that just isn't working. So, you know, it might be worth giving it a try if it's a washi tape that you'd like to use. I'm seeing this one still starting to peel in here, and it shouldn't be peeling in the lower layers. So we're going to call that one a wash, and that has hit the pile. Darn, because it's so cute. Love that like yellow chevron, but not worth the time of fidgeting. I also have this lovely polka dot one, so let's hope that this one works better. Wonder if these are related. I need to make base pages too, Debbie says Misty. And like, it's totally not necessary. You can just create as you go through a month of the load challenge. That's totally fine. But, you know, it depends on what your process looks like. If you like to have some more creative backgrounds and you just know you're not going to have time to create more creative backgrounds, then, you know, putting a little bit of time in ahead can be a great way to achieve that. I really hope this little thin one works. That will be really sad if it doesn't. Oh, so close. The struggles of washi tape are real, guys. So yeah, anyways, since we're talking about load that's come up, it's like on my mind a lot these days, as you can imagine, since we start Friday. Oh, look at that. Nightmare. Come on, I really want this little orange one to work. I don't have a lot of oranges apparently in my stash of washi. It's not my most go-to color. And this little thin one is so cute. If I peel it really gentle, right? If I peel it really gentle, will it go? There we go. I got it to work. I'm hoping I'll be able to get a few more around this sunshine, but this is gonna be so cute. And then afterwards I can just put this over the top and it'll look like they all just kind of radiate out from here. I gotta watch my ankles that I'm putting them down, otherwise they won't look very nice in my sunbursts. But I think so yeah, load. So we are inspired this month by the Golden Girls. I'm so excited. So many great stories about friendships and relationships, and we have layout ideas, story ideas, and technique ideas too, right? That are coming out of this to help us tell our fun stories. So it should be a great month. If you're interested in giving the load challenge a try, then use the code podcast15. I run the Scrap Happier podcast, and please feel free to listen. But I definitely released a coupon code that you can use. So podcast15 will save you $15 off the cost of the load challenge. And yeah, it all gets kicked off this Friday night. So technically for May the 1st, but Friday night we get kicked off. Whole month of scrapbooking. I'm pretty excited. I am pretty excited. So you can go to scraphappy.org/livegolden. Here, let me see here. There we go. That's the graphic. And that's where you'll find registration. scraphappy.org/livegolden. Use podcast 15. Yeah, I think that by having a couple background pages, it always makes me feel more comfortable going into the month, because of course I can just use background paper. Any of that color story collection from Vicky Booten, I'm gonna like fall in love with anyways, so it's gonna be amazing and great. But yeah, just having the different papers to kind of play with will be super fun. So on her layout, she actually didn't run all of them over the edge to create more of a sun that kind of stopped in here. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cute effect actually. So I'm gonna just keep creating like that. So, question, if you're making base pages, Debbie, what techniques are you using? What are you doing? How are you playing? What's happening? Tell me all. I want to know. And like what's been inspiring your base pages? Are you really into watercolor? Are you really into misting? Are you really into Those stamping foams. Oh, I've had so much fun playing with those. Good job, Simon Hurley. Oh, I forgot this stinking orange. It has to work because it's just so cute. Okay. Gentle, Alice. Yeah. I go through phases where I make lots of backgrounds and then I don't make any backgrounds. So having a couple of different techniques that I can go to is definitely a good thing. Okay, so I'm gonna make that one a shorter one because it broke and I'm gonna use it anyways. So that's happening. Yeah, some people don't make base pages at all. Do you have pictures printed? Have you thought of pictures that might go with your theme? Do you print on demand? Jackie says we just made one with washi drips. Yay! You did the washi drips? I'm so excited. You'll have to show me. You can post it like in, I know that you're in Scrap Happy, so you could post it in the Share Your Creativity, or if you're putting it like on Instagram, please tag me so I get to see it. This is my Instagram, and then that would be extra fun to see. Ooh, this is not wanting to come off of here. Seriously. Okay, well, this is becoming a fight. I'm not sure that we should battle this out anymore because I had one more really fun idea that I just wanted to talk about really quick. So I will keep battling this. I'm going to get this done. This is something I'm excited because I know this is going to be beautiful, but we're off to a start. We'll call it a start. But I had this other idea. So let's pull out this for a second and talk about like this. Now, here's my idea. I want to make a page where the background, like this part here where I put the lovely little bits, are actually little loops of washi tape, so that I take my washi tape and I have like the little washi tape loop, kind of like we did for the banners, but then I have those kind of sticking off of the page. And I'm not really sure what this is going to look like, but I make the little loop and then I have this and then I put them on the page. So why don't I go grab a piece of paper? And I don't know that I'll do that with this color palette, with the oranges. I don't have a lot of oranges. Maybe I'll do it with some kind of like rainbow effect. But I wanted to kind of stick them on like this and have them as little flaps that kind of sit on the page. So that's kind of an idea of something that I wanted to create with one of those like peekaboo kind of windows like we did yesterday with that Nicole Now Said peekaboo page. So that is a really fun idea that I'm going to be playing with. This washi tape is also not very cooperative. Let's go back to something that worked better. Let's go back to something that worked better. And yeah, so that I'm gonna just make like a little loop, push it back on itself, and then take this, and then I'm gonna have those like all over so that they're kind of overlapping and being put onto this background together. I think it's going to be beautiful and fun. I think I've never seen anybody do that, so I think it's kind of fun. Vicky says, question, if a member, how else can we reach you besides Instagram? Yeah, go into the circle and DM me on circle, seriously. Or if you're posting something, like say you do an idea, you post it in your Share Your Creativity, you can @ me and then I get my notifications in there too. So that's always another way to reach me. I know Instagram is just easy for a lot of people, but if you're doing less social media, you can definitely just go into our membership and reach me through there. So yeah, this is gonna be like overlapping and sitting. And then once these are all done, there's gonna be like these little fun little flaps of the washi with like lots of them. So fun. I'm so excited. Missy says, I like the loops. It's a fun idea. Yeah, I I can't wait to put that into action, but I definitely need to make sure that I'm using tapes that actually work, because otherwise, what a mess. So this is what I think will work the best, is like folding them here while I still have it on the thing, and then just tearing them off so that I have that, and then just like popping the loops in. And some of them are kind of going to be layered a little bit. As long as they're not layered on the part that folds, I think we'll be okay. And then, yeah, they're going to create like fun little texture with my washi tape. And I think that's adorable. So I'm really having fun with that. I came up with this idea, and I'm like, that's going to be awesome. So I can put a few in random places when I'm having one out here. So yeah, I'm going to try to get working on this one too, so I can bring this back and say, hey, this is what it looks like. Hopefully we'll have that tomorrow. I was a little worried that tomorrow would not be at the same time, but it looks like we worked it out on the schedule. So we will be back at the same time tomorrow, which means that we're going to be here at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time to be back for our Happy at Home series. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. This has been so much fun. Hopefully you are inspired to use your washi tape, get some of your washi stash, especially if you have a stash like mine. Get it used and make yourself, some fun projects using your washi tape. I need to know what it looks like. I know it's going to be beautiful. I will share it, Gina. Don't worry. Probably not today because it's not going to be done today. But I'll see if I can have it done before tomorrow, and we can have a fun look at how this turns out. I think it's going to be gorgeous. I'm like actually really excited now that I've kind of got a few of the loops down, and it seems to be working the way I had envisioned. I'm like, oh, is that gonna really work? But it will. So yeah, super fun. I'm excited. If you were interested in Load, it's at scraphappy.org/load. If you're not on my email list, that's where you get information about all the fun stuff I have coming up. You can get on my email list right here, scraphappy.org/subscribe. Or like right there in the main menu bar, there's actually a subscribe bar now. And then you can get onto the main email list. It's really easy to unsubscribe if you don't want it, but trust me, I don't spam because I don't have time for that. So there's way too much fun stuff going on for me to spam you. I do send out a Friday 5 email that has some of the fun things that have been happening or things that I'm inspired by. So that is a cool thing that I send out on a regular basis. Diane says, thanks, Ellis. I got 2 backgrounds done today. Yay! Yay! And hopefully, you'll be like, washi tape, it really, really is fun. So that's a great thing. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow, and we are going to hopefully be a little bit happier at home as we all get to hang out together. Bye, everyone.